Hello guys, welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for 29th of November 2022. Just going to start off with talking about Prince first. Obviously he's heartbroken. The fact that Olivia's lied to him, he does. I mean, if the roles were revealed at first, that I think Olivia would throw a tantrum. But the fact that his Prince is quite relaxed about it in terms of not giving Olivia a hard time, he's having a hard time himself, kind of shutting himself to the world. I think he's put his headphones on, he's just listening to music, kind of like DJing a bit, talking to himself that, he's kind of hurt. Gold has seen that. And yeah, it's just bad times for Prince, to be honest. And I think that Olivia, the image that he's had of Olivia is all fake, basically, in terms of doesn't exist, because she's kind of created an image of herself that isn't true. And personally, I would, it's tough because you think, oh, who have you been with all this time? As you can see in this picture here, Goldie's looking at the back, kind of heartbroken for her son, and she's decided to put her difference aside, her opinions aside on Olivia, because them two, when they go at it, they're kind of like cats and dogs, basically, when they fight. And again, Prince is always stuck in the middle when it comes to Olivia and his mum, because I don't understand what it is about Goldie as well, because she's the eldest there. She should realise that she's causing a lot of distress when she argues with Prince's fiance, Olivia. And I know she's got a lot in the wrong. Just make sure you pull Olivia aside, have your own word with her when Prince is away or something. That way Prince isn't dragged into the drama as well. Because then I think Olivia's a very strong character, and she does need someone like Goldie to tell her off, basically, because Prince is too soft, the character, and it's just a risk of Olivia trying to repeat her bad habits, really, just taking advantage. But Prince is lucky that he's got Goldie on her side, but I do think Goldie kind of needs to be a bit more tactful. That's what I'm trying to say, when it comes to dealing with Olivia. Because we all know Gold is pretty strong, like ferocious McQueen, and they're kind of bonded because she can see, Goldie can see how much they love each other, and she kind of put her opinions aside and kind of help Prince and Olivia get back together. I think that was kind of nice when Nancy especially came on to Olivia. I've kind of found it quite funny when Goldie said, "Oh, she might be a lot of things fake, this and that, blah blah blah," and then she said, "Well, my Prince loves her, etc." Next thing you know, somehow Goldie's managed to get Prince and Olivia back together. The wedding's still on, which is good news, to be fair. And like I said in my earlier previous episode review, that I want Olivia to stay on. She's a good actress, a very interesting character. And you need a villain every now and again to keep a soap alive, to be honest. And we're going to talk about the Juliet situation now. Very sad. In my previous episode review, I did say I see some spoilers about she might receive a diagnosis, and she has. She's going to have a biopsy now, and she's had some blood tests, basically. Misbah reckons it's probably a form of cancer and lymphoma or something. I'm really sorry, I don't have the correct name for it, but along those lines, very stressful times for Juliet. And when she rang, after she received the diagnosis, when she rang someone on the phone saying that she needs them, she wants to see them ASAP, I knew it was Perry for some reason. As soon as she showed it, and when Perry knocked on her door, even though they didn't show Perry, I just still knew it was Perry, because I think that's when Juliet's received a kind of life-changing decision. I think Hollyoaks kind of wanted to try and show that who would Juliet turn to in her bad times, in her times where she's down and she's received some life-changing news. Who would she turn to? I think that was quite interesting to see as a Hollyoaks viewer, that she's turned to Perry, and I kind of knew it as well, especially when Perry knocked on her door and the camera turned angle, and obviously the camera didn't turn the angle and showed who was behind the door. All they showed was Juliet opening the door. Still knew it was Perry, and in the end, we saw Juliet was about to tell her the diagnosis to Perry. And I think Perry misunderstood, then went on to kiss her, and Juliet kissed her back. I think things got a bit more complicated now because she just received a diagnosis, and obviously Nadira's still waiting with her dad to meet Juliet. I just hope things are more simple for Juliet, because with her life-changing news, I don't know, I feel like Juliet deserves, just simple times now. If she likes Perry, I think she should quickly be open, tell Nadira so her and Perry can get back together properly. That's just my opinion. Again, yeah, great scenes today. Finally, I want to talk about Tony wanting a DNA test, paternity test, to check if Beau's really his son, because he can't believe that Beau's his son for some reason, just because Tony's a unique character. Beau, again, is quite interesting. What I think about Beau is I think there's a lot to him, but at the same time, I think he's quite trustworthy. I don't know what it is about that character, or even if it's an actor. Beau's just looking very trustworthy to me in just the way he acts, and yeah, and he's just quite kind of blasé about things as well, and got a bit of comedy in him. I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope Tony's proven wrong that Beau is his son, and I think that's a wrap for today's episode review. And I hope you guys stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.